Right, let's start off by looking at the given view. So they've given us different parts. So usually what I like doing is to get direction. So just by looking at it, I'm going to start off with the front view. Item number one. I'm going to start off with item number one. So I'm going to be drawing the front view and the left view, because actually that's what they're asking us. They're asking us to draw a full sectional front view of A's to A. And then they're also asking us to draw the left view. But with the left view, they said no dashed lines are required. So I'm going to be drawing both the front and the left view at the same time. So I'm going to start off with item number one. Okay, item number one. So let me start off with my base. Start off with my base. Then item number one, they give us the front view, the left view, and the top view. So I'm going to get guidance from the top view. So the entire length is about 150. So I'm going to measure 150. So from there to here, 150, might as well get half of it, which is 75. So might as well get the center line of it. Okay. So between the front view and the left view, I'm going to measure 20. Okay, so my left view is going to start here. Okay. Then they're talking about a height of 12. They're talking about a height of 12. Let me height of 12. Height of 12 there. Okay. Then the left side. So the left side, they're talking about, they did not give us dimensions just by looking at it. So you need to get the dimensions from here to here on the left view via the top view. Can you see with the top view, they're talking about a square. They're talking about a square, and that square, the big square, is 75. So I'm going to measure 75. Now, what is half of 75? What's half of 75? 37.5. So let's measure 37.5. So my center is going to be here. Okay. So that's 75. Right. So with the front view, they're telling us the center there is a diameter of 36. So what's half of 36? It's 18. So I'm going to measure 18. And 6 there. Okay. Now what's the height of it? So the height, we're actually going to be looking at it from the left view. They're talking about a 25 and a 25. So from the base here, I'm going to measure 25 there and another 25 there. So the first 25, it looks like it's a center. Okay. Right. Center. So I'm just drawing the outlines. And then the next one, that is going to be the height. Okay. Because from here to here, they're talking about 35. Now let's look at the square, 75. So we're also going to look at half of 75 is 37.5. 37.5 and 75 there. Okay, so I'm just going to leave it here. And then there is a square of 50 in the center. So I'm going to, what's half of 50? 25. I'm going to have it there, and I'm going to have it there. Now this side, it looks like we're going to join these two together. Okay, I'm going to join those two together. And then this side, it looks like we're going to have it up. Okay, but then if you look up, there is a radius. There's a radius there. Let me see, there's a 25 here and 50 there. So it looks like this was a bit big. So let's erase this. A bit big. That is 7.5. Okay, the center here, that was 18. So 18 and what is it? 36 now? 36. 6 is here. So I made it big. So that was a bit bigger, so I had to make it smaller. Yeah. Right there. Right. Now, where it's at there, they talk about a radius of, is it 5 or 6? It looks like it's a 5. So, they're just going to do a small line and measure 5. Okay. Okay. So this height was a 5. I'm going to get a center there. Just take it down, because that is the center. So, from here, I'm going to measure there. Right, so I'm just going to leave this side for now, but let's darken everything else so that we see direction. Okay, so we start off there, and then just with the given view. Okay, I'm just going to leave this side for now. I'll tell you why. It's not completed because there is a center line there. That means something has to be here. If you're looking at the front view there, If you look at the front view, there is something there in the center. They're talking about, when they say M12, it means it's sort of like a bolt. Okay, sort of like a bolt. M12, somewhere here. I'm going to draw it in. Right, so that I'm done with the item number 1. Not completely, so somewhere, let's jump to number 6. Item number 6, that's where the bolt nut is. Okay, so if they say the bolt nut is 6, they say the M12. So it means M12 going to be 6 on both sides. 6 here and 6 there. So stop right there. I'm going to stop right there for now. Now, they are saying it is 15 from this part. Okay, so let's measure 15 from here. From there to here, it's 15. Okay, from there it's 15. That means all the way 15. So this particular part is going to go all the way to there. Okay, means it's all the way that 15 to down here. Okay, all the way to 15 down there. So let's just take out this line. Okay, so this side nearly complete. So the bolt 15 to there, it's from there to there, it's 15. And then there is a gap. Right, if you look at, so from here to here, it's 15. If you look at the given view, it tells you that there's a gap of 12. That's where the shank is. So if there's a 10, a 12 is there. Then that part right here. So I'm just going to draw that. So I know that my nut is going to be here all the way, all the way. Right. And then they talk about a bolt head. How do we get a bolt head? So we have learned earlier that in order for us to get a bolt head, we are going to take the dimension of M12 and then we're going to multiply it by 0.7. So we will say 0.7 multiplied by the 12. That will give us 8.4. That will give us 8.4. So let's measure 8.4. 5, 6, 7, 8.4 is going to be somewhere there. Then I know that my bolt height is that. However, let us draw a little bolt. So on the side here, just going to draw a little bolt there. Where's my center? That's my center right there. So they are saying M12, right? So M12, that means let's first draw a circle. How do we draw that circle? We say 1.5 times the diameter. 1.5 times the diameter, which is 1.5 times 12. That gives us 18. So we are going to draw a circle of 18. But what's half of 18? It is 9. So let's measure 9. Okay. So my center is going to be there. Okay, and I'm drawing a little boat. Okay, drawing a little boat. Right, how do we draw the boat again? Right, so this means that the flat side, we are going to use 60 degrees. So we go this side where it touches the circle. I'm going to do that. Then I'm going to turn it this side. Then I'm going to do that. And again, where it touches the circle, I'm going to do that. Then I'm going to turn this side where it touches the circle. I'm going to do that. Then I do that. Okay? So let me darken my hexagon so that you can see. So this I'm just drawing freehand. I'm just drawing it because it's going to help me taking out my bolt. Taking out my bolt. Okay. This is just going to assist me with taking out my bolt. Right. Then what do I do? At the center here, this part right here, that's where my bolt is going to end. Okay. That part right there, that's where my bolt is going to be. It's this side, and it is, okay, I just missed it here. Okay, I just missed it there. Let's erase it, otherwise it's going to be too many lines. Okay, right. I hope you guys can see what I'm doing here. Right, so then what is the next thing that we're going to do? Then I'm going to use the 45 degree, the 60 degree there. At this corner, I just do that. And then I also at this, I just do that. And then I turn. I do that. And I do that. Now where these two meet, I'm just going to extend the line there. And I also extend the line here. Right? Then I go to the center here. I draw my bolt. I come here. I draw my bolt. Then I go to the center here. Okay. Darken it. Right. Now there you go. That's my bolt. So let me darken my bolt. Okay. And there we go. That is my bolt right there. Right. So let me take out all these extra lines. All these extra lines that are not necessary. Right. Now I'm done with item number 6 and item number 1. Now let's continue the next item just by matching the dimensions. The next item that I'm going to be drawing is item number 2. So item number 2 is going to be somewhere here, right? So I'm matching the diameter there in the center, item number 2. So that means this is going to be flat. Okay, now they are telling us that it's 88. They're telling us it's 88. So before 88, I need to get the height. So first things first, the thickness. They're telling us the thickness is 6. So let's start off with the thickness of 6. So the thickness of 6 is going to be somewhere there. I'm going to just draw a long line, right? And then on that long line, they say in the center is 88. What's half of 88 is going to be 44. So that and 88 is there. Okay. So just take it up. And I also take this up. Right. Right. So thickness, including here, I have to include that 6. Okay. Okay. Right. Now, what is the height? Now, what is the height? All right. So the height they're talking about. So the one inside is 44. Okay. So 44 inside 44 is going to be somewhere there. Somewhere there. It's inside of 44. Okay, inside of 44, that's where it is at. And then the other height, they talk about a 48 to the center. 48, including this 48. Including this 48. So 48 there, we're going to the center there. Okay. Right. Are we done? Nope. After 48, I see a circle there of 15. It is 7.5, right? 7.5. So we're going to measure 7.5. There. 7.5 there. 7.5 there. So just do this. Okay. And then what else? They say the height. The other one is the radius of 18. 18. So from the center, I'm going to measure 18. I'm going to measure 18. And that is basically the height of item number 2. Okay, so now let's close up item number 2. Close up item number 2. Item number 2, I'm just going to close up there. That part. that part, that part. That part. Okay. Right. So assembly kind of like takes time. It does take time. Now, are we done with item number 2 on the front view? Are we done item number 2 on the front view? It looks like it, yes. Now that we're done with item number 2, we're going to move to, let's see, check out item number 4. It looks like item number 4 actually fits here. So we can somewhere throw in item number 4. Item number 4, it says that the length of it is 102. 102. So from here, we're going to measure 102. One or two is there. One or two is there. And I'm going to take it out. Oopsie, it moved. Okay. Then it looks like it has thickness of 6, where the height is 25. If the height is 25, that means is 12.5, 12.5. So from the center there, I'm going to measure 12.5, 10, 12.5 there. Okay, then the thickness they are saying is 6. Is it a 6? Looks like a 6. Okay. Okay. Right. Thickness of it. 6 is there. And then what else are they saying? They're talking about 5 millimeters. So that little end there, it's actually number 4 is it's 15. So 15 times 1.5. So what we're going to do in order for us to add that little thing, 15 times 1, 0.1, that will be 1.5. So I'll measure 1.5. Let's measure 1.5 here. Somewhere very small right there. Okay. So we're going to get it with 30 millimeter. Okay. All right. Did we get it? Yes. Let's go there. Right. And then they're telling us there's a little dot there that they're saying is 5. From the end, it's 5 millimeters. So somewhere there, that's where, if you look at it, look at item number 25. Item number 5. That's more than a pin. That's where item number 5 is going to be. So item number 2 done, item number 6 done, item number 1 done. So now let's close it off right there with item number 5. Item number 5, what does it say? It says that it is a pin of 4 diameters. So we go to our stencil of 4 diameter. Stencil of 4 diameter, it's right there. Make sure that they match. And then we draw that pin right there. We draw that pin right there. Now what is left? It looks like we are done with item number 4 as well. So we've done item number 1, number 2, number 4, number 5, and number 6. Lastly, we need to finish off with item number 3. So item number 3, it says in the center there is 82. So the center, I need that center again that I erased. Okay, now that center there, I need to measure in the middle there. They're talking about 82. 82. So what's half of 82? That will be 41, eh? 41. Is it? It is 88. It's supposed to be the inside. Oh, shucks. It's supposed to be the inside. Okay, let's rectify it quickly. Let's rectify it quickly. No worries, we'll rectify it. We'll just move this. Quickly rectifying it. Okay. So working with a lot of lines, yes, it gets demogod at times. Okay. Okay. The thickness there is 5, 6. Right. Now, the end part, 12.5, 12.5. And it is a thickness of 6. Yes, I have corrected it. Alrighty. Right, now can you see? I've corrected it. Now the thickness in between is that 88. Okay, now let's go back to item number 3. So item number 3, they talk about 82, which is 41. So there, and 82 is going to be there. So somewhere there and somewhere here. Do we have the height? Do we have the height? Now, because they did not give us the height, now we need to go back to item number 1. We go back to item number 1. Item number 1 is the only one that has a top view. The only one that has a top view. Can you see that they're talking about the square? So there's a square of 75 and then there's a square of 50. That means the height from the center here is going to be 75 going up and 75 going down. No, not 75. Half of 75, 37.5. Right. So let's measure 37.5. 37.5 is going to be 35, 36, 37 is going to be there. And then this side, 75 is going to be there. So let me just do this so that I don't lose it. Right. And then the one in the middle is 50, meaning 25, 25. So meaning 25, 25. Let's get 25 there in the center. And 50. So that means where the two meet, where the 75 and the 50 meet. Where did I get that measurement? I got it from item number 1, the top view. It says 50 SQ. SQ meaning it's a square. SQ meaning it's a square. Okay. And close off this side. Okay. Now, are we done? No, I forgot to add the thickness. So the thickness going inside, what is the thickness? It's 5. So that means this part right here, just going to add it. Just going to add the 5. Measuring 5 from the center means it's going to be there. Okay, let's get 5 from this side. It's going to be there. Actually, let's get the 5 first. Then we're going to close it off. Let's get the 5 first. Okay. Now from that corner, I'll join it to the center. Okay. Right. Right. It looks like we are done. Let me see. All the items are in. Yes, all the items are in. Now we can answer the question. Remember, I was just drawing the outlines. Now the question says draw a full sectional front view. Now we are going to section each item. Okay. So item number 1 here. So remember, when you section with the 45-degree set square. So item number 1, I'm going to use 45-degree set square. Make sure that your sectioning is more or less the same. So we're not sectioning the center. We're not sectioning the center. Why? Because it's a hole. We can't section A. Honestly, we can't section A. Okay. We section that. Remember, we cannot section both. Right. We're sectioning it the way that the given view has given to us. That's the first one. Then we're going to look at item number 2. Item number 2 is going to change direction. Right. So I just paused the recording just a bit so that I can complete the sectioning. So we've sectioned the item 1, which is what we were given. Then I just sectioned item number 2 to save time. And then I sectioned item number 3. Now let us complete the left view. Okay. So with the left view, they've given us the height. Remember that we have already drawn from the front view. Yes. And then we take this measurement, the 36 that they've given to us. 36. Then from the center there, we draw it right there. Okay. Then it's going to go directly down. Right. So more or less darken the base. Right. Then let's draw the bolt inside there, the center. So we might as well use this. Yeah. And remember, when we do the bolt, okay. So what I did, I used this bolt measurement. Right? Then Because I made a boo-boo. Okay, so let's just darken the hexagon. All right. Okay, and then from there, the height is this one. So now, remember the square in the top view, it spoke about 50 and 75. 75. So this part was the 75. Now let's do the 50, which is 25, 25. Okay, so then we join these two together. We join this together. We join that together. All right. Then let's move on to item number 2. Item number 2. So just extend. Now, where was my center? Okay. So item number 2. It talks about this measurement right there being the same all the way to the center. That measurement right there all the way to the center. And then what is the diameter there? They speak about 15. Speak about 15, then we get my stencil. Get my stencil. And we go to the 15 circle. Make sure it's positioned properly. And we draw there. And then they tell us that the radius is 18 for the top part right there. So radius of 18. The same as this one. Okay. And then we get to this part right here. This part right here is 75, half of 75, 37. So I don't have to stress. I can just go to the center here and measure. Okay. To get the radius. And here we go. This is how our left view looks like. So we have a front view and we have the left view. They said to us that we need to number items. So let's number items. So this item here and this item here, that is item number 1. I'll just draw the circles later. Where's item number 2? So I can see item number 2 here. Item number 2 here, I'll draw the circle later. This one, I would say item number 6. I'll draw the circle later. This part right here, that is item number 3. Together with this one, I'll draw the circle later. The circle right there, that was item number 5. I'll draw the circle later. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. Where's item number 4? Yes, the center here is item number 4. I'll draw the circle later. Do we have all of them? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes. So I'll just make it nice. I'm just doing this. You don't have to. Just for neatness purposes. Just to number the items. Okay. So there we go. I have numbered the items. So what is the next thing? They asked us to draw the title and scale. So remember the title and the scale. It is 7. Gap is 2.5 to 3, and then the other one is 3.5. Other one is 3.5. So what did they say this is? What is the name of this? The name of this is, just give me a sec, let me find the heading of it. It is the roller and the base plate. It is the roller. Remember, everything has to be uppercase. And base plate. Okay, let me sharpen my pencil. It's fine. Scale 1:1. And is to right, everything uppercase. Then the last thing that we have to do, let's draw the projection, the symbol, first angle orthographic projection. Start off with a center line. And then I'm going to use 6 and 12. So the inside circle, I'm going to use 6. And then the outside circle, I'm going to use 12. Okay. And there we go. We do the symbol. And this is how they're expecting you guys to answer such a question. Okay. Do not forget to name items, to number the items, the title and the scale, and also the symbol.